In this box is the best microphone I've ever used for making a video. Let's take a look. About a month ago, I was in Los Angeles for an event called Vid Summit, and while I was there, I got to meet up with not only a whole bunch of other YouTubers, but also companies and people who deal with creators on a daily basis. One of those people was Andrew, who's one of the guys behind Deity Microphones, and we spent a lot of time talking about audio. I was geeking out a little bit, if I'm being honest. We talked about using the right microphone for the right situation. We talked about proper placement of a shotgun mic, and we even talked about some of the products that Deity carries, including the V-Mic D3 Pro. He actually gave me one to take home and check out, which I'm super grateful for. He didn't ask for this review or anything like that, but this really is, like I said, the best microphone I've ever used to create a video with, so I figured I should tell you about it because my whole thing is, you know, helping you make better videos. The D3 Pro is a shotgun mic with an all-metal build. You can mount it to your camera or to a boom pole using their location kit, both of which I will have linked down below. It comes in a really cool carrying case, which adds a lot of protection to the microphone, which is nice because normally I'm walking around with the microphone just kind of floating around my bag and hoping that it's okay. In that carrying case is the microphone itself, a custom cut wind filter, which is nice, a USB-C charging cable, and the audio cable. Also in that case is a really cool Rycote mount that you can actually slide back and forth, which will allow you to not only balance your camera on a gimbal more easily, but it'll also allow you to push the microphone out of the way if you want to start snapping photos and you want to use the viewfinder. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to snap a photo and I've had the microphone on top of my camera and I've just bashed my forehead with the microphone. It's really annoying. At first glance, the microphone seems really minimalist, and it is. It's only got one button and a gain knob, which we'll get into both of those in just a second. Also, the jack for the audio cable is on the side of the microphone instead of the back, which goes further into helping you use that viewfinder while the microphone is still mounted to the camera. And speaking of the audio cable, it is a removable and replaceable audio cable, which is great, which if for some reason the cable goes bad, you don't have to send the microphone in for repair. You don't have to replace the whole microphone. You can just replace the cord, which is going to save you a ton of money in the long run. The D3 Pro has an internal rechargeable battery, and the battery life on this thing is actually pretty amazing. It's only died on me once, and that was after multiple days of use without charging it. So while it is still good practice to make sure you charge your microphone after each day of production, if you miss a day here and there, it's not really going to be a big deal. Fun fact, the one time the microphone did die on me, it was in the middle of a live stream, which was a little embarrassing. To help preserve that battery life, the D3 Pro has a standby mode. So if the microphone is turned on, but the camera isn't, or it's not recording or whatever, then your microphone's going to go into standby mode, which will help you preserve that battery life. Now, going back to that single button that I talked about, this button acts as not only the power button, but also the button that controls the low cut filter. And this actually has two low cut filters built in, a 75 Hertz low cut filter and a 150 Hertz low cut filter for those extra windy days. Now, just a word of warning for those of you who have a deep voice, that 150 Hertz low cut filter will affect this sound of your voice. So if that's something that you're concerned about, there is a dead cat that you can get for this that Deity recommends. I'll have a link for that in the description as well. Moving over to the stepless gain knob, this thing is awesome. It will allow you to set your gain anywhere from 0 dB all the way up to plus 20 dB. Unlike most microphones that have a switch where you could have it at 0 or -10 or plus 20, this stepless gain knob allows you to really dial in the level that you need for your video. The other really cool thing about this microphone is it's what they call a smart microphone. There's an internal microprocessor that allows the microphone to do what's called a digital handshake with a whole bunch of different devices. So this isn't just for cameras. You can use this on cell phones, laptops, tablets, and basically anything else that allows you to record audio. Now, obviously, not every device on the planet is going to be compatible with this, but Deity was nice enough to put a list of devices that they've tested on their website. So if you're a mobile shooter and you're looking for high quality audio, go ahead and check their website, see if this microphone's compatible, and if it is, highly recommend. I would definitely go with the D3 Pro. That rhymed. All right, now let's get to what you guys have all been waiting for, the sound test. First, since I'm already here, let's go ahead and do the indoor dialogue test. And for this test, I have my microphone set about this far from my forehead and pointed down at my chest, which is the recommended position for a shotgun mic. As far as levels are concerned, I have the gain knob set to 6, and I've done the rest of the tweaking in my camera, which is the actual recommended settings from Deity. They actually have a whole video on it. So what you're hearing right now, and what you've been hearing this whole video, is actually the D3 Pro with absolutely no post-processing, with the exception of a little bit of normalization so that everything's at the right level. But there's no compression on here, no EQ, nothing like that. This is just how the microphone sounds. And if you're wondering about the noise floor, it's actually really low. So if I stop talking and I cut the music, it's still pretty quiet. And for those of you who are vloggers or you film a lot outside and you're wondering what this thing's gonna sound like mounted to a camera in an outdoor environment, here's a clip from a vlog that I started in LA and I just never finished. I've been in LA for 4 days, and this is the first time I'm making a video. On a positive note, look who I found.
Oh, that's me. Hi. Hey guys. Oh my God.
Now, there are a lot of things that I like about this microphone. First of all, it sounds amazing as far as I'm concerned, and it really doesn't require a whole lot of editing. I mean, I usually do some compression and a little bit of EQ when I do a video just to kind of compensate for the fact that I'm in a room with absolutely no sound treatment. It also has great off-axis rejection, which means it's really good at picking up what's right in front of the microphone, but it rejects sound from the sides really well. I like the fact that it's a removable audio cable. I love the stepless gain knob that really allows you to dial in the level that you need for your video on the go. The whole smart microphone digital handshake thing is super, super cool. But honestly, the best part about this is that you get all of that, this amazing quality microphone for $199, and this thing sounds comparable to microphones that cost thousands of dollars, which is it just blows my mind. Now, if you want to get the microphone with the location kit, it's going to cost you $288, which is still an amazing value. I mean, the microphone with the location kit is still just a little bit cheaper than the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, which is its biggest competitor. Now, I don't have one on hand to do an actual comparison to show you. Maybe one day I'll get my hands on one and I can do another video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. Now, there was one thing that I didn't really like about the D3 Pro, and that was basically this thing is supposed to be able to record while you're charging the microphone. And I tried that once, but I was getting some electronic interference. I was definitely getting some hum. So I don't know if that's something they can fix in maybe a later version, but for now, it's good to make sure that your microphone is charged so that you don't have to have it plugged in while you're recording. But when it comes down to it, the Deity V-Mic D3 Pro, which is a mouthful to say, it's become my go-to microphone for basically every video that I make. I do still have the Rode Video Micro as a backup in my bag just in case I'm out and somebody needs a microphone, or in case I forget to charge the Deity and I need something on the go. But if this doesn't interest you because it's still a little bit out of your price range and you're looking for a nice inexpensive mic for indoor dialogue, make sure you check out this video right here. And if you found this useful and you want to learn more about video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Go watch it now.